अब यो काउन्सिल पनि भइहाल्यो 8 पिक्चर्स 28 मा के छ डाटा छ ल 28 मा हेर्नुस् त What will they add to the assignment to make it more interesting भनेछ के एड गर्ने what add भनेपछि something के एउटा आइटम हुन्छ नि एउटा आइटम चाहिँ एड गर्ने भन्ने हुन्छ नि नाउन भएन अब के चाहिँ एड गर्ने त्यो पो लेख्नु पर्यो तपाईले के गर्नु पिक्चर्स भयो भने त पिक्चर्स मात्र लेख्ने किन एड पिक्चर लेखेको एड पिक्चर लेख्नु पर्दैन नि त पिक्चर मात्र लेख्ने पिक्चर छ भने पिक्चर मात्र लेख्ने के एड गर्ने भनेपछि त त्यहाँ एउटा त्यो आइटमको नाम पो लेख्नु पर्यो त अब यो अडियो सुन्नु है त
so that someone or something can sort it. I imagine there are different kinds of paper, or...
Did our tutor say?
Not very good, I'm afraid. But this is how they remove ink, so this is definitely going to need a bit of research.
Right. The last step in the recycling section.
Now we need to decide how we're going to do this assignment.
Yes. I guess what we need to do is take the processes and divide them up between us. But we could start thinking about an introduction.
Yes, okay. Well, I can start doing that. I think I have enough to go on already.
Good. And there are a few areas where we need a lot more information. I think I'll start with something easy. Let's say the paper collection. I could go to the resource centre to do some research.
Well, I think a better idea would be to approach someone who's involved in the process. What about contacting the council?
Oh, good idea. Yes, I'll do that instead. They're bound to have some information. And
अब यो एन्सर पछि अब यो एन्सर हुन्छ What will they add to the assignment to make it more interesting? त्यो असाइनमेन्टलाई इन्ट्रेस्टिङ बनाउन के एड गर्छन् त
And I know just the thing to add to our work to make it even more interesting.
And what's that?
Well, in my last assignment, I added a few pictures, and the feedback I got was that this wasn't academic enough. So what might really bring it to life would be to include some data.
ल तपाईलाई झुक्याएको रहेछ यहाँ के भनेर रहेछ भने लास्ट असाइनमेन्ट चाहिँ उसले चाहिँ पिक्चर एड गरेको रहेछ तर त्यो त्यति एकाडेमिक भएन भनेर फिडब्याक आयो रे त्यही भएर अब व्हाट वुड प्रोबेबली बी फर दिस टाइम भन्दाखेरि एड सम डेटा भन्ने कुरा गरेको छ म फेरि प्ले गरेर सुनाइछु तपाईलाई है
And I know just the thing to add to our work to make it even more I got was that this was to make it even more interesting.
And what's that?
Well, in my last assignment, I added a few pictures.
In my last assignment, I added a few pictures भनेको छ हैन
And the feedback I got was that this wasn't academic enough.
The feedback I got was that this was not academic enough.
So what might really bring it to life would be to include some data.
So what might really bring to life would be to include some data भनेको छ हैन
Provided we can find some.
Provided we can find some भनेपछि data हो DATA is your answer है DATA data Where do they agree to complete by the what do they agree to complete by the end of the month? What do they agree? तपाईँको आन्सर के छ 29 को 3 weeks. How long भनेको पो 3 weeks भन्ने के यहाँ के भनेको छ What do they agree to complete by the end of the month? यो महिनाभरिमा चाहिँ के तिनीहरूले सकाउन एग्री गरेको छन् त भन्ने कुरा भनेको छ नि त यहाँ पो अब यो इन्ट्रोडक्सन हो कि प्रोजेक्ट प्लानिङ हो कि त्यस्तो पो लेख्नु पर्यो त 3 weeks त्यो टाइम सोधेको छैन नि 29 को लागि नै त
Yes, that sounds excellent. Well, we certainly have a lot to do and not much time to do it in.
You're right. I think we have about 5 weeks, so I suggest we create a plan of work today. The end of the month is nearly 3 weeks away, and then we have a few days holiday.
Yes, so let's see if we can get the first draft done by then, so we can take a short break.
Okay.
फर्स्ट ड्राफ्ट ड्रन बाई देन भनेपछि त्यतिखेरसम्म फर्स्ट ड्राफ्ट चाहिँ बनाउनु पर्यो भनेपछि फर्स्ट ड्राफ्ट एन्सर होला यसको फर्स्ट ड्राफ्ट फर्स्ट ड्राफ्ट एन्सर हो नि त अब लास्ट नम्बरको अब हु विल दे आस्क टु रिभ्यू देयर वर्क भनेपछि हु विल दे आस्क टु रिभ्यू देयर कसलाई चाहिँ उनीहरूले चाहिँ मेरो काम हेर्दे भनेर भन्छन् भन्दाखेरि अब यो को तपाईँले मिस्टर भनेर मान्छेको नाम लेख्नुभयो होइन के लेखेको छ हेनरी भनेर लेखेको छ है हु विल दे आस्क टु रिभ्यू देयर वर्क हेनरी Okay, let's see the answer.
Then, after the break, we'll have just over a week to complete it. I wonder if we could get someone to review our work for us a few days before the deadline, so we can make some final changes. What about your friend, Henry?
Well, the best person would be our tutor. Henry's very good, but he's taking a whole week's holiday and there won't be enough time when he returns.
ल तपाईले राम्रोसँग सुन्नुभयो कि भएन यहाँ के भनेछ भन्दाखेरि केटी मान्छेले चाहिँ हेनरीलाई काम दिने हो त त्यो रिभ्यू गर्नलाई भनेर भनेको छ अनि केटा मान्छेले चाहिँ हैन ट्युटर चाहिँ सबभन्दा राम्रो ट्युटर वुड बी द बेस्ट भनेको छ नि त त्यो ट्युटरलाई दिँदा हाम्रो टिचरलाई नै दिँदाखेरि चाहिँ सबभन्दा राम्रो हुन्छ ट्युटर भन्ने ट्युटरको सट्टामा फेरि टिचर नलेख्नु है ट्युटर भनेको चाहिँ ट्युटरै लेख्नु पर्यो ट्युटरलाई दिँदाखेरि राम्रो हुन्छ भनेर भन्यो हेनरी चाहिँ अहिले छुट्टीमा छ भनेर के भनिरहेको छ ल हेर्नु है त राम्रो सुन्नु
Work today. The end of
By then, so we can
you our work for us.
we can say
You our work for us a few days before the deadline.
be our tutor.
Is before the deadline, so we can make some final changes. What about your friend, Henry?
Well,
What about your friend Henry भनेको छ हैन अब के भनेको छ
the best person would be our tutor.
the best person would be our tutor भनेको छ नि त
Henry's very good, but he's taking a whole week's holiday.
हेनरी चाहिँ धेरै राम्रो छ हेनरी इज भेरी गुड बट हि इज टेकिङ टु विक्स हलिडे के भइरहेको छ होइन
And there won't be enough time when he returns.
एन्ड देयर वोन्ट बी इनफ टाइम वेन हि रिटर्न्स भनेको छ त्यही भएर द करेक्ट एन्सर इज ट्युटर है हेनरी हुँदैन ट्युटर हुन्छ अब म तपाईँलाई राइटिङ टास्क 2 को एसाइनमेन्ट दिन्छु त्यो राइटिङ टास्क 2 को एसाइनमेन्ट गर्नुहोस् है म त्यो अर्को भिडियो तपाईँलाई पठाइदिन्छु त्यो राइटिङ टास्क 2 को त्यो त्यही अनुसारले तपाईँ राइटिङ टास्क 2 को गर्नु है